Good morning, Jared with Texas Windows here. Today what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to swap out the balance rod to a Ply Gem window. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to open your sash. And we're going to tilt the sash out. Now what we're doing when we tilt the sash is we're actually activating a brake in the balance rod. So when we take the sash out, the balance rod shouldn't move up and down. Okay, so now to get the sash out, you're gonna have to take one corner and either move it up or down and at a diagonal, and then the sash will pop out like that. And notice that the balance rods still stayed in place. Okay, in the balance rod you have this little horseshoe. This is where the sash peg pin seats. So what we need to do is we need to take the tension off the balance rod here. We need to remove the sash stop first to get access to the clip. So with a knife, a flathead screwdriver, something, you're gonna put your tool into the horseshoe here. Make sure you hold on to the balance rod and turn clockwise, counterclockwise, it doesn't really matter. And then you should feel that balance rod start to loosen up. Don't turn it all at one time, because then it might shoot up for you. And then you're gonna control the ascent of the balance rod till it gets to about this point. Now, Ply Gem has a hook that connects the balance rod to the frame. And that hooks into a pre-punched hole from the manufacturer. So again, knife, flathead screwdriver, something, just gonna get that up there and get that hook out. And then what'll happen is the balance rod will fall forward and fall out like this. Now, to get it out of the frame, you're gonna need to rotate it. Doesn't matter which direction. And in this case, the shoe came out, but that's all right. So now if you run into a challenge like this, don't start prying on it, because then you're gonna mess up your vinyl and damage the window that can't be replaced, or would need to be replaced. There we go. So didn't mean for that to happen, but this is a good coaching point. So you have the shoe, which the sash peg seats into, and then you have the brake that goes back in here like this. So the front of the balance rod. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put that shoe right back in there, and it just kind of clipped, snapped right there into the front there. And then your brake fits into these pieces right here on the sides. And what happens whenever you rotate that sash, it rotates the shoe and it pushes the brake out and puts friction on the vinyl, which keeps it from moving. So, but we don't want that right this second. So we're gonna turn it back to where the elongated part is north and south. Okay, so this is your balance rod. One other piece about the balance rod is this is a 27B. So 27 is the length, B is the strength. This is for a tilt sash window. There are others that are for non-tilt, so make sure if you're getting a balance rod, you got the right balance rod. So now to put it back, you just repeat the process. So we're gonna stick our balance rod on its side, and we're gonna rotate clockwise, just making sure that the exterior is facing the other one. So we're gonna put it back in here, and then we're gonna seat that clip back into that pre-notched hole in the jamb. And then with a tool, and again, just control the balance rod, because if you don't, it's gonna shoot up and fly through the top and bust your window. So now I'm gonna pull it down, and then I'm gonna rotate my shoe to a north-south position, which activated the brake. So now my balance rod is in place and ready for me to put the sash back in. On the bottom of your sash are sash pegs. The sash peg is what goes into the shoe of the balance rod. And we're gonna put it in the same way. So it's gotta go, you can do it by yourself. It's a lot easier if you have a second person helping. So that shoe's gonna go in on one side, and then he's gonna lift his up in order for me to get my peg into my shoe like that. Now the sash is flat again, and by rotating the sash up, I'm gonna have to rotate it. All right. I got it. Here, let's take it out.
So what's he doing right now, Jared? What happened?
So since this window's not installed, it's a little flimsy. So the sash came out and the balance rod rode up again, but he had the shoe turned, so we needed to turn it back to get the sash to seat properly. So I'll try one more time. Okay, so let me put mine in first. I'm gonna set my sash peg in. Okay, and then I'm gonna lift my side up to where, so that other one is even there. And then we're gonna rotate the sash back, which again activates or disengages the brake and allows the sash to move freely into the window. And then once you're done with that, if your window has a sash stop, you're gonna pop your sash stop back on. And that's how you swap out a balance rod.